All right. Okay, we are recording. So, welcome everyone. It's Monday. I'm so mixed up in my days because of the holiday, but it's nice to be on here and I'm really excited. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about the leadership retreat that I just went on, and it was absolutely amazing. And I know most of you just joined in the last few months, and so you probably have no idea what that's about or how I even earned my way there. But basically, once a year, our team, we are lucky enough to have a leader that decides each year that they're going to reward the people that are working super hard in their business and basically give you an all expenses paid trip. And so last year, I got to go to Alabama. Our ambassador diamond, which is Caitlin Gallagher, she's the one that treated us to that trip. And then this year we went under Susan Wade. So Susan Wade is probably the highest ambassador that you guys will really know about. So it was an amazing trip. And basically in April, Susan came to us, our entire team. So not just me, it would have been open to every single one of you that are on my team, and her whole downline. And she said, okay, so we have from April until the end of July to enroll as many distributors as we possibly can. And she says, whoever enrolls the most distributors gets to go on this trip, gets an all expenses paid trip to, where did I go? Panama City Beach. So it was in Florida. So we got excited and we busted our butts, and every single month we pushed to enroll as many distributors as we could from April until the end of July. And that's how I earned my way. So it was actually very cool because we have a huge amount of people on our team, like thousands and thousands under Susan, and there was only 15 of us there. And so it was the top 15 people that got to go. And so I got to talk to a lot of people that know what they're doing in this business. And I'm excited to just kind of share some things with you guys tonight. So something that I don't really talk about a lot, I think you guys, we talk about like enrolling in distributors and things like that. And obviously we know we need distributors to build our team and to promote and all of that. But I don't think all of you really know what enrolling a distributor can do for your business. And so I'm going to kind of touch on that. I'm out of breath. So anytime you add somebody to your team, when this incentive was going on, obviously that's going to help you get like closer to earning your free trip. Right now we have the Margaritaville incentive that ends at the end of this month. So every single time you enroll a distributor, that's 200 points that gets to go towards a free trip to the Margaritaville resort, which is super, super exciting. So there's still an opportunity to win a free trip. So every single time you get a distributor, 200 points towards that. Obviously, the more people you enroll, the faster you're going to promote. That's more people that you're going to have on your team that's going to get you closer to being able to have more workers, more people bringing in customers. And if you have more people working below you, you're going to promote faster. That one's just kind of common sense. But besides that, what a lot of you probably don't know yet is that anytime you enroll somebody on your team that's doing what you're doing, they're becoming a distributor, you can earn a fast start bonus from them. And so this is my favorite way to get paid, you guys. Like, yes, I do well with commissions every single month, and it's taken me a while to build up a really good commissions check, but fast start bonuses are amazing. Every single time you enroll a distributor and you help them become commission qualified, so they either have to have an auto shipment set up or 150 PBV below them in customers. So that would be like, it could be 2 customers or it could be 5 customers. But if you help them become commission qualified and they have at least 2 customers below them, you will be paid $133 cash to your bank account the following Thursday. And these are unlimited, you guys. These are unlimited. And so I want you to take advantage of that and realize, like, if you are brand new, do not wait for your commissions check to grow so that you can live off of your commissions check. You need to be enrolling distributors, and you need to realize that your fast start bonuses alone can pay all of your bills. When I first joined this business, I was telling Morgan this earlier, my very first commission check was $17. Can I live off of that? No. Like $70, no. So I knew that if I wanted to make a go at this, I had to get my butt in gear and start enrolling distributors, because that's 133, 133, 133. If you're in the US, it's 99. So the more people I had joining my team, that was a whole bunch of fast start bonuses coming in. And that allowed me, these fast start bonuses allowed me to quit all 3 of my jobs 3 months into this business. I hadn't even promoted yet. So my commissions check was still below $200 a month, and I was able to quit all of my jobs and live off of fast starts. So just know that, like, these are, I'm gonna make sure everyone's muted. These are like it can do so much for you money wise. So that's another thing. So free trips, promoting faster, fast starts. And then here's another thing that most of you probably haven't heard of before. They used to be called cabs. Now we call them leadership bonuses. So once you promote to diamond or above, you can earn a leadership bonus. So basically what that means is anytime I sign up a distributor, or anybody on my team signs up a distributor, I not only get the fast start if I personally enrolled them, but I also get a leadership bonus. So when I get paid my commissions, that's an extra $107 for every single distributor that enrolled on my team that month. And so literally my diamond paycheck, I'll be honest with you guys, a few months ago, like just as a diamond, you could be paid on your commissions. And then if your team is enrolling a whole bunch of distributors and you're enrolling a whole bunch of distributors, you can give yourself a $1,000 raise, a $2,000 raise, a $3,000 raise, like just from October. Well, I guess it would be my September check to my October check. Just in fast start bonuses, I gave myself a $2,000 raise from the last 2 months. And so you want to go diamond, but in the meantime, get used to enrolling distributors so you can get those fast starts. Once you're diamond, you earn the extra leadership bonus. And it continues to go up from there. Like I'm currently double diamond. So for diamonds, you get 107. Once you're double diamond, you get 107 plus an extra 49, maybe a little bit more than that in Canada. When you go triple diamond, you get an extra 29. So 107, 49, 29. When you go up, every single time you go up, you get more money and more money and more money. So that's why you want to go to diamond, because diamond can literally change your entire life. And then also remember that, like, anytime you sign a distributor, a personally enrolled distributor, you're making more money. So yes, you're making the fast starts. Once you're diamond and above, yes, you're making the cabs. But if I enrolled, let's say I personally enrolled Mallory today, and Mallory goes diamond, I'm going to start earning, Mallory, you might need to correct me here if you know, I would start earning an extra 9%. Like basically I'm earning 9% of her paycheck once she goes diamond. But let's say, who's on here that I didn't personally enroll? Brittany, I think Brittany's on here. I can't see her, but so I didn't personally enroll Brittany. Sydney did. So if Brittany goes diamond, I don't get the extra 9%. So basically what I'm saying is the more people you personally enroll on your team, the more money you're going to make. If you let your upline enroll everybody, and if you let in your upline place every single distributor below you, and you say, I'm just going to get customers because I know Caitlin's going to give me the distributors. Okay, but your paycheck's going to be a lot lower than it could be. Do you see where I'm coming from? So if you guys need some quick cash, go out there and get the distributors, because there's so many things that this can do for your business. So I kind of want to touch on, hopefully this isn't too hot. I really need a drink. There's so much steam. Okay. So I want to talk about, I do a comparison between 2 girls that were at the retreat this past week. So Benita Hansen, she is from Norway. And if you watch the live video that I did in our team page while I was at the retreat, it's amazing. Benita talked on there. And if you didn't, you need to go watch it, because I got literally a message from every single person that watched it after it was done, because it was so friggin' good. But I had Benita talk about how she enrolls distributors, because whenever you listen to the family call, if you've never heard of that before, we have a weekly family call by our corporate team. It's every Sunday night. And it's a live family call on our CEO's Facebook page. Every single Sunday night, Benita's name is mentioned. She's from Norway. She's one of the top enrollers for distributors in the entire world with this company. So I got to know her this week. And just last month, she had 38 distributors. Now, I'm considered a mass enroller for distributors, and some months I get 6 and some months I get 15. But I don't think I've ever enrolled more than maybe 20, and she enrolled 38 just on a normal month. So know that, okay? It was crazy. And you guys, like, she is nobody special. Like, she just lives her life. She has 4 girls. So she's very crazy. Like, her life is crazy. She has a business with her husband outside of It Works that she works on every single day. And when she told me that, I was mind blown. I'm like, what does your day look like? Like, how the heck do you enroll 38 distributors in 1 month? Not to mention, yes, you can follow her on Facebook. But everything's in Norway, so you have to try to translate it. But yeah, so like, where was I? I don't know. I guess I was just saying she has like another business, and she probably works that business just as much as she works It Works. And she's doing amazing. So I asked her for her tips, and I said, and again, this is in the live video, so if you haven't watched it, go listen to it, because it's her saying it in her own words. But she says she's real. She doesn't have time to put presets on pictures. She doesn't have time to edit her pictures, but she posts about 5 times a day. And she puts pictures of her, like just a selfie, pictures of her kids. She puts just quick little statuses. She does host a post. That's how she runs her business. So when I say that you don't have to be, like, you don't, like, I use presets and I edit my pictures, and that's important to me, and that's something that I do, and that helps me bring in customers and distributors. But for her, she's totally different. Her story is completely different than mine, and she does better than me in this business. And so just know that, like, you will find a leader that you can relate to, and if you kind of do what they're doing, your business will boom. Mallory. Yeah, I was asking her what her day looks like. She was just kind of like, she couldn't really give me a short answer, because that's the thing. Like, in this business, we're never going to find like the perfect balance of what we need to do every single day. We're never going to have that like concrete schedule that we can stick to every single day. So if you're looking for that, know that it's probably not going to happen. So don't let that bother you. Just know that, like, Sydney's going to talk about this later. Like, we have a 6 list, or we have a plan that we have to kind of go through every single day. And as long as you get those tasks done, great. If it doesn't happen before 8 a.m., that's fine, as long as it happens before you go to bed. But she just kind of said, like, her day's everywhere. And when her kids come home, then she's with her kids because she has no choice. But, like, all day long, she's working her business, and she's constantly showing her life throughout the day. That's the other thing. Like, I've said this, I think, on our last team Zoom. If you are that person that has a full-time job, or you're in school and you have a full-time job, do not leave your business for when you come home at night. I want you working your business throughout the whole day. So even myself personally, like, maybe I have appointments all day long and my day is crazy. In the morning, I'm making my coffee. Well, you're going to make your coffee anyway, so take a video while you do it. Save the video and post it later, because I always edit mine a little bit and then I post it. So just make sure you take your video to show people that you made your coffee this morning. You save the video and post it when you can, rather than just coming home at the end of the night and trying to find like a whole bunch of things to put in your stories, and it doesn't look good and it's not like organized or attractive or that type of thing. Like, show your entire day, because if people think that they can only do this business if they are a stay-at-home person with no kids, then nobody's going to join your team. But if you can show your followers that you have a full-time job, you're studying, that you have kids and your life is crazy, that you have appointments all day long, if you can show people your real life and that you can still fit this business in and make money, those are the people that are going to join your team, the people that are relating to you. So I think that's how Benita does so well with her business, because her life is chaos and people can relate to that, right? I don't have kids, but like I still have a million things going on throughout the day. And so show your day, show the busyness. Your pictures do not need to look good. Like take a picture of your cords all over your table and like, this is life. People can relate to that. And so Morgan is the next person I want to talk to. A lot of you are familiar with Morgan Martin. She's very different on the other hand. Morgan's like me. She doesn't have kids. Morgan, like her life isn't as crazy as Benita, but she is still very successful in this business. She edits her picture. She puts presets on it. She goes out and does photo shoots and stuff like that. This is another thing. At our retreat, we did photo shoots and we were in groups, and Benita was in my group, and we were offering to take pictures of her in the same way that we were taking pictures. And she says, no, that's not what I post on my Facebook. If I post that, people are going to think that that's not me, like all posy up against a colorful wall. Whereas that's the type of thing I post. So you just got to find yourself and find what you want to put out there and kind of stick to that same thing over and over. And that's how you'll find the people that can relate to you. Morgan loves to travel. She has a dog, so she talks about that all the time. She just built a brand new home, so she can talk about that. She goes to the gym, so she posts about the things that she does every single day. And I mean, I didn't sit down and ask her, like, Morgan, what's your life look like? I can tell you that that's what her life looks like, because those are the things that she posts about every single day. And so right away, I know I can connect with her. I travel. I don't have a dog, but my mom does, and I'm obsessed with him. I want to build my dream home, so that inspires me, and I need to go to the gym, so that inspires me too. And so I can tell you, like, there's probably more things that she's posting about that maybe I can't relate to so much, but I do relate to those. And the biggest thing that these people have in common is that they're constantly sharing their story. If you're wondering why you're not signing distributors, it's because nobody knows what you're doing. They don't know why you're here. So share your story. We're going to go into that a little bit deeper later on, but talk about why you're here and inspire people. You will inspire people by doing that, even though you probably think you won't, but you will. What else? One more thing. So I want in the chat, everyone right now, to put in the chat the leaders that are first in your mind that you look at that inspire you. If you don't have any leaders that you follow, that's okay. That's why we're doing this. But first person, second person that comes to your mind, put them in the chat, and I'm going to tell you why. And make sure you guys can see the chat too. You might want to take a picture of this because it's going to be good. Awesome. So we have Jade Hooper, Tiffany Herr, Jade Hooper again. We have Morgan Martin, who I was just talking about, Tiffany Herr again, Jordan Mellanax, Bailey Smith, Cheyenne Knox, another Bailey, Morgan, me, Savannah, Benita. I'm scrolling up. Jordan Mellanax again. So you guys can see it's repetitive. Caitlin Perry, you spelled my name wrong. I'm kidding. Susan Wade. Yeah, Sydney. So there's a lot. Thank you guys, by the way. Yeah, no, you're good. I was just kidding. Okay, so first of all, take a picture of this, because if there's this many people in this chat right now saying the same names over and over, you know these leaders are good. And so what I want to tell you is that you need to find leaders that you can relate to. When I first joined this business, I had 3, but one of them was Morgan Martin, and I followed her every single day. I read her posts. I got inspired by what she was putting out there, talking about building her dream home. She just did that. Talking about buying her dream car. She just did that for the second time. Wanting a dog. She got her dog. Maybe there's things that she talked about that she hasn't quite reached yet, but like hearing her talk about her goals, even though she hasn't even achieved them yet, I wanted that. I watched her completely redo her like furniture in her home. So she got a whole new bedroom set. She got a whole new living room set. That's why I got a new living room set, you guys, when I moved into this house. Like inspiration was from Morgan. I'm moving again in March, and I'm getting my bedroom set that I've always wanted. And so she inspired me. And I never thought in a million years that I would spend a whole week with her and become her best friend. Like, I dreamed so big following her and a few other girls. And now we talk all the time, and like, I'm getting tips from her. Like, before, she was like this famous person on my Instagram that I wouldn't even like her picture because I was scared she would say something. Like, it's just, you can go so far in this business, but you need to find those people that inspire you, that can teach you how to post or help you find like your own way of doing things, or you can borrow their stories or whatever it is. Find your people and pay attention to what they're putting out there. If you're following people that don't really inspire you, get rid of them and bring in some new people, and you can go down this list to find them. If you find you don't relate to any of these people, come to me and I can give you people that you will relate to. So what was I going to say next? Yeah, I want you to look at their stuff, and I want you to ask yourself, what are they doing that I'm not? Because every single name that was put up here, they're at the top of our company. These are leaders. They are mass enrollers. They know what they're doing. And so if you see that their stories are filled every single day and yours aren't, start doing that. If you see that they are like, what else? Maybe they post a certain way. They're putting a lot of effort in the pictures they take. Maybe you don't, but if they are inspiration to you, then take that and go with it. Just really, really pay attention to what they're doing. And if you aren't enrolling, ask yourself, what are they doing that I can start doing so that my business is going to boom like theirs? And then also, like, you can go on YouTube and you can watch their trainings, and you can get to kind of see what they're like as a leader. Like, maybe if you like watching their posts all the time, go listen to their advice, right? These girls like pump me up so friggin' much. And then the other thing, like Mallory, this was an amazing thing that you did this past week in our team page. You put a question out there about like what drew you to joining your upline. So if you join my team, what was it that attracted me to you to me? Or like, if you join Mallory's team, or if you join like Sydney's team, like what was it that made you decide to join? And are you doing those things today? Because like I said in the comments on that post, I enrolled under Savannah McBroom. Savannah was making over $10,000 a month. She was a stay-at-home mom. And what else? I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 things that I love. She travels quite a bit, or she did at that point. That's why I joined you guys. I joined to travel. I've had $10,000 a month on my mind since the day I joined. Like, I literally started this business saying, I'm going to make $10,000 a month. I'm going to make $10,000 a month. I told my entire family. I didn't come in saying, oh, well, I'm going to try it and see if this works. I don't know if this is for me. If that's your mindset, you need to change it. Put the money goal in your head, or put whatever it is inspires you. Not everybody's pumped up by money. That's me. But like, maybe you want to give to your family. Maybe you want to buy a new car. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Whatever it is, that's why you're here. Focus on that. Don't focus on, okay, well, I'm going to give it another month and see if I can get 5 customers. And if I can't, I guess I'll just quit. Mallory, I joined Caitlin because she posted constantly about what the business is doing for her, even the small things. There we go. Going back to sharing your story. So I'm happy we're going to touch on that tonight. So that's my part. I just pump myself up. So hopefully I pump some of you up too. And Sydney can take over the rest. If you have questions, put it in the chat and I'll reply at some point. Yes, she's good.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of to go off of what Caitlin said, like, every leader is different. So you want to find the leader that you relate to the most, but you also want to find what works for you. You're not going to be doing the exact same things that leader does, but there might be like little things you take from different leaders that you combine together to like make what works for you. So just looking into them, kind of exactly what Caitlin said, but just know that like you want to find what works for you, because maybe it works for them and you like how that looks, but you might need to tweak it to your life because you might not have 2 kids or whatever situation they're in. So sharing your story. This is something that I talk about every single day. So you want to share your story because People are going to fall in love with you and your story and your life before they're going to fall in love with the business, before they're going to fall in love with the products. So you just want to put it out there, like, even if you're having a bad day, like, I'm not even joking, just like show your face, talk about your story, talk about where you came from, your past, all of those things. And you can do this by like on your stories, you can go live, anything like that. There are so many ways that you can show your story and talk about it and talk about your goals too. So my favorite thing to do, one thing that I love to do, is I talk about where I was before this business. So before this business, I was a recent high school graduate. I was working a full-time job where they didn't even know my name. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And I talk about that all the time because so many people can relate to where I was at the beginning. And now they see where I am now, that I'm a full-time stay-home kitten mom. I get to work my business from my phone in the comfort of my own home. And I share that story all the time, but I make sure to talk about where I was at the beginning, that I joined for an extra $200 a month. So they can realize that like my story started out small, but now here I am 4 months later with way bigger goals. Like, I'm gonna buy my dream car, all of those things. Like, this month I'm gonna earn myself a $13,000 bonus. Like, I talk about those things, so that people know my goals, people know I'm a real person, and people know where I started from. So just put your story out there, talk about your goals. Even if you haven't reached them yet, post on your Facebook, I'm gonna buy my dream car like next month. I don't know, like something like that. Just talk about your goals, talk about where you wanna go, because the more you talk about it, the better chance you have of it happening. Like, you wanna think it into existence, you wanna manifest it, because it's going to happen if you set your mind to it and if you focus on that goal. And you can even remind yourself of where you started and where you're going. Just by doing that, yeah, you're gonna have other people relate to you. They're gonna fall in love with your story or whatever that may be. But you're also gonna remind yourself of what you have working for, where you started out. Just be real, like show you, like talk about your day. Like, you don't even always have to talk about the business. You can just talk about your crazy day, because like I said, people are gonna fall in love with you and they're gonna relate to maybe like your cat broke something, or I don't know. They're just gonna relate to those things before anything else. So this business is a numbers game. So you've probably heard that a million times. We talk about it all the time. But with that, like what I mean by that is the more messages you send out, you're going to have a certain percentage of people that are going to leave you on red, that aren't going to answer you at all. You're going to have the people that are going to say no. And then the least amount of people are going to say yes. And as much as that sucks, the more messages you send out, the more people are going to come back and say yes. So that's just kind of an example. Like, it's a numbers game. You just have to keep putting in the work, sending out as many messages, doing whatever you can in big quantities, because you're going to have more of a positive feedback and more yeses by doing that. And like, as crazy as it sounds, no is a good thing, because that means you're talking to enough people, you're having the conversations, and you're getting in their inbox. If they say no to you, they're could quite possibly come back to you, because like you got in their inbox and now they're watching you. I don't even know what I was saying. So the next thing I want to talk about was being in a rut. So we all go through this, guys. Like, even if we don't show it, every one of us has been there. Maybe you're going through it right now. Maybe you went through it last week. Like, everyone goes through it. And like, I just want to talk about how to get out of it. So how I get out of my ruts is personal development, and self-development. So a lot of videos, like personally for me, watching training videos pumps me up. So at the very, very beginning, I would go on rolls of enrolling. And then for several days or even weeks straight, I wouldn't enroll. And I'd message Caitlin and I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, why is this not working? And she'd send me a link and she'd say, watch this video and then come back and talk to me. And I'd come back to her and I'd say, never mind, I'm fine, I can do this. Because I took the time to watch that video and really, really listen. And like, I watched the videos, guys, like I listen to them while I'm in the shower every single day. And if I don't listen to a self-development video while I'm in the shower, while I'm getting ready, I don't feel like I've had a good day. because self-development has completely changed my business, and it's what keeps me going, what keeps me feeling motivated, but you have to make the time for it. So the more you do, the more you're going to enroll. So even if you are in a rut, like there has been times where I have worked so hard for several days or even several weeks straight, and I just like enrolling isn't happening. But by putting in that work for like a large amount of time, it comes back. Like there was one time I worked really, really, really hard for 2 whole days. Like I was up early, I went to bed late, and I just didn't stop working. I was like, why am I not enrolling anybody? Like, why is this not working? And then the next day, I enrolled 5 customers. But you don't realize that you're working for your future and you have to put in that work. So even if it seems like you're in a rut, you are working for your future and it's going to pay you back. Like I've talked about it a million times. Like there has been people that I talked to on like July 11th, my 3rd day in this business, who message me now. And they're like, I'm ready. Like I've watched you grow and I'm ready to join you. But I thought they left me on red then. But because I stayed consistent and like I just kept pushing through all of that, now they're coming back to me and I don't feel like I'm in a rut anymore, even though I felt like it at that moment. So even if you're feeling unmotivated, even if you don't think you can do it, like think about the future. So that's another thing. When you're in a rut, I want every single one of you to watch a self-development video. And the most important thing is watching a self-development video first and then reaching out to your upline. So if you still feel like you're in a rut after you watch a self-development video and you really, really listen, reach out to your upline. They are there to help you. They're there to support you because we've all been through it. Like we've all been through the ruts. We've all had hard times. We all had slow times, and we are here to help you. But you want to do whatever you can to figure out what's going on and figure out what you can change before you ask someone else for help, before you ask someone else to plan everything out for you. You want to take the time to do it yourself because you're going to feel so much more amazing when you can just sit down for 45 minutes, listen to a video, and then just go back to the way things were instead of constantly having to have those conversations that are like not necessarily negative, but just not the best of conversations because they do get draining for everyone. So switch it up, watch some self-development, and just like journal, all of those fun things, like get a book, whatever you need to do. Yeah, that's mostly all that I have. I don't know if anyone has any questions. Just kind of went on a rant there, but
No, that was so good. Thank you so much. I love it. Yeah, I like what she said. Like that's a big tip that I've kind of taken in since I started. Like everything positive goes to your team. You guys, I've had a crazy week this past week. Like my grandfather's been in and out of the hospital. I didn't know if he was ever going to come out, like, but I've mentioned it to you so you know what's going on, but that's it. I don't talk about it in detail because I don't want to affect like your guys' business. And like I've been away, I've been traveling, like things are crazy. And so I just try to keep everything positive with my downline. And if I have any negativity or any doubt or any upset like feeling in my belly or anything like that, I go and I do my personal development and then I go to my upline because you have to remember like your upline's doing personal development all day too, just to be able to pour into you. So like do your personal development and then go to your upline. Your upline is who you go to with the not so great feelings, which we all have, and that's normal, but you gotta self-motivate. That's what it's all about. I can't motivate you. You need to learn how to motivate yourself. I'm just here for you when you need a little pickup. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. Okay, so I wanted to end this off. I'm gonna stop the recording, but stay on. Hold on.